Oh, ain't shit about it, Death Right. Don't be giving me the business. All right, chat. Are y'all ready to start? We're waiting on Mana Trader still, but I think we start. A tweet. I hate tweeting when the deck's not complete, though. Anyway. You lost the finals of an RCQ with this deck this past Sunday in Panama City. Nice. Well, not nice that you lost, but nice that you made the finals. Great job. Let me pull the list. This list got second in a challenge, I think. I haven't pulled up. Oh, wait. Are you Matthew? Are you Matthew Stefanik? CM Games more so than more modern RCQ? Second place? August 8th? No, you're not? Okay. Because this guy also got second in RCQ, and I was like, uh-oh. Gonna give you some PTSD. What's up, Armreal? Great says, Modern, let's go at a nice 4-0 sweep with a box last night with Grixis Shadow. Nice. Play against any Solitudes? Doing pretty good, Siege Wino. How are you? Right now, we're just waiting on Mana Traders. We're at 82%. It's taking a little while. I hope Callie brings me lunch today. I don't know what it's going to be. Got Solitude once. Was it a 2-for-1 or a 1-for-1? Whenever they Solitude your Death Shadow and it kills your other Death Shadow, that's a bad time. All right. Currently at 86%. Whenever this goes to 100, we'll get our deck. But yeah, Modern today, huh? Huh, chat? Modern today? Doesn't that sound cool and fun? I don't love 2 islands. I feel like I'm just gonna cut an island for another land in a second. What would you cut it for, chat? Let's see, we have 1 Stevens, 1 Stomping Ground, 1 Breeding Pool, 1 Ketria. I don't know. This feels like too many islands. Especially considering we're playing Violent Outburst. Ah, cool. What's up, Andrew? Bezos, how's it going? Need a hard cast Force and Blood Moon matchups. I mean, that seems like the only reason to play the second island. Seems like a very strange thing to need to do, considering it's a pitch card. I feel like in matchups where you need Force of Negation, you maybe don't need Magus to the Moon. That's my thoughts, anyway. Motherfucker. You ever get bad news and it just tanks your mental, you know? That's fine. We're gonna keep it up. You're jumping from one streamer to another, waiting for you to go live. Well, I'm here. Let's go. We got deck enabled. Mana traders coming through big time, letting us play all these cool ass looking cards. I wonder if I have better fire ices. I thought I bought fire ice at some point. Am I lagging? Am I lagging? There we go. I used to have 4 of these fire ice. Let me check. I don't know how to search for fire/ice. It's not gonna work. Oh, it did work. All right, I just got the one cool one. The one cool old school one. Unfortunate. Going pretty good today, Owen. I just want to point out for the record, we got a common fire ice. We have an uncommon fire ice, and then we have a rare fire ice. Right? Isn't that kind of weird? Is this one from Jazor Chandra? But this one's common, uncommon, rare. It's like make up your minds, you know? Well, we start the stream about the same time every day, right around 1 o'clock Eastern. I've been noon before. Apologies if my schedule's been a little wonky. Behavior, thanks for follow. So we're playing Modern today, chat, because I was been getting my butt kicked in Pioneer and I needed a change. They haven't... Magic Online is lagging like a mofo today. Anyway. I was getting my butt kicked in Pioneer. The format's kind of stagnant at the moment. Not in a bad way. It's just nothing's changed in a few weeks. Nothing's changed in a few months, really. So we're trying something new. You can only lose so many matches in a row before you got to shake things up, right? What's up, Simic? It's new to Modern slot. You usually get 2 rares, Owen. Oh, I see. So they made it a rare because you got 2 rares. Lol. Well, you would think so, Owen, but Fire Ice was actually worth a good bit, you know? Okay, well, Magic Online is lagging like shit, dude. I literally click constructed and it's taking, what? How long to move? Yeah, you get some Modern Today ruler. What's up? Where does Ginger get the time? Ginger must be playing Magic 24/7, dude. What's up, Ryan? First Modern League in a while. Let's see if we can do it. Although I do watch a good bit of Modern. I watch Doomwake and I watch Spike, and we did commentary over the okay, time and queue. Is Magic Online about to explode? Can anyone help? I'm gonna restart Moto. It's extremely laggy. At least I hope that it's MTGO, not my computer. I assume it's MTGO. Now we froze. What's the program? Classic. In Love and Hammer Time. I played that deck in like a Mox or something a few months back. I woke up one morning and had QPs and they were about to disappear, so I played. And I played Blue Eye Hammer. I had a reality chip. I thought the reality chip was pretty good, but apparently everyone thinks reality chip's horrible. I don't know. That was just my micro experience or whatever. All right. We're not gonna, our cards aren't gonna have pictures for like the first game though. All right. Well, we can start at least. That's good. We can queue. Brad's trying to rebrand for his. He's gonna play Commander uh on Twitch. What do you think his name should be? He wants to rebrand from FF Freak. I went from Strong Sad to Tandy. He's a FF Freak. I think he should be Bardley. Yeah. Someone else already said Brandy. And that's get off my lawn or whatever, you know? Get out here. Alright, well we got stuff and things. This hand looks pretty good. We're gonna keep. On the draw. We got Subtlety and Fury. Mountain. Is this burn? I wasn't sure if you were bringing me lunch today. Love you. Thank you. Alright. Well, they're burn. I don't know. We might get more use out of the Subtlety by tagging an Eidolon. But the Fire Ice might be more important than the Subtlety, but the speed at which we can interact might be better to do this. Maybe we just do nothing first, though. I don't think... The Subtlety doesn't seem that good, right? At hitting a Swiss Spear, you just put Swiss Spear back on top. So at the very least, we just let this resolve, I think. Now, we might Fury next turn, pitching Fire Ice to kill the Swiss Spear. Maybe. Alright, well, it's definitely this tapped. We drew the second island, which means we have to Wooded Foothills next turn. I think we just wait, and then we Fury two things. This could be a little greedy, but I don't want a 2-for-1 myself just to kill Swiss Spear. But I will do it to kill, like, those two things. Well, I wonder if now if they're mono red prowess or what. So we're gonna do 3 here and 1 here and hope that they don't hit Delirium somehow. Alright, so let's go Fury, pitching... I guess now we can pitch Outburst and then pitch Subtlety next turn. And then Shardless Agent. We only really need the 1, I think. And then maybe we can hold Fire Ice too if we need. So we have Subtlety or Fire Ice. So let's do 3-1. So if they want to do like double Lava Dart or whatever, that's fine, right? We can just fetch Fire. Bradalac? Bradalac's not bad. Okay, so they are Is It. I thought they were mono red because they started with basic mountain, no fetch. Their icon Sprite Dragon? That's fair, that's fair. Lava Darts. Alright. I wonder if they're going to hit Delirium. I guess all they need is a creature or something off of this. They're going to lose a lot of resources, but so are we if we aren't careful. They discard Temur Battle Rage, so they don't get bigger. So they can dart again, and if they get lucky off of the Surveil, they can protect both. If they miss, though, that's good news for us. I hope they hit nothing, and then we can fire to kill the Swiss Spear. Well, it wasn't instantaneous, so the Dragon Rage is dying. I guess we just get Mountain. We go fire 1-1. I guess can't play around Mutagen, right? Is there any other free spell I need to be aware of? I don't think so. Surgical or something? Johned it up with 100 biddies. What's up, baby? Thank you so much. It was a good turn, right? I don't think we go Subtlety pitch. It seems like a mediocre Subtlety matchup, but targeting Stormwing doesn't seem that bad. Alright, well, let's do the thing. And now we do have Subtlety plus Borrower. We also can just take a hit this turn and then bounce the next turn. I don't think we're going to die. They discarded their Temur Battle Rage. What's up, Joey? So glad to see Spam Bits when Reed isn't streaming. Yeah. Appreciate the 100 biddies, Junded up. The Cheer King. Must be famous in these parts. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. Gotta drink my Red Bull. I got lunch as well. Do they play Spell Pierce? Should I be worried about counterspell based interaction? I'm gonna double block this in case they have 2 mutagenic growths. Down to trade 1 mutagenic for this and then one of these. We'll attack for 6. Probably borrow this after they play some spells. Wonder if I should have blocked with this too. Guess it doesn't matter. I do think I can die from 9, so we're just gonna say go. Actually, let's go Petty Theft. And then we'll Subtlety when they play it again. Okay. Alright, so this matchup feels like Mystical Dispute could be okay, but maybe is weak. They're very heavy red. They have very light graveyard interaction with DRC. And they have a lot of red cards. So I think all my sideboard cards are bad. Tell me if you think any of my sideboards are good, cards are good, chat, and what you would sideboard. But I think that they're all bad and none of them are coming in. If you're wanting Leyline of the Void for Lava Dart, then I don't know that I can help you. I think you run it back. Lava Dart is not a concern, you know? Like, it exists, but our main deck is pretty cracked, but sideboards can help sometimes. I just don't think Dispute's good enough, and none of the other things seem that useful. They're basically burned with a light blue splash. No changes, go burr. Alright. Didn't seem like I had too many bad cards anyway. Alright, we're gonna draw the cat. Yeah, we're gonna keep. Okay. Lucky. Okay. I'm gonna put Footfalls in exile. I don't really plan on suspending it. Now we don't have the force up, but we do have turn 1 stomp, which is sicko. Now they can have mutagenic. I'm gonna fetch basics in case they go for a blood moon. The gemstone makes it so fetching basics is super easy. If they have a freebie, that's fine. We don't take a bunch of damage. Remember, this is turn 1. What's up, Resto? Yeah, it might be marginally better than Subtlety, although I do think Subtlety is good against the Stormwing entity, or whatever it's called. The one with the 2-drop guy with prowess. I think it's Stormwing entity. You think Prismari's cheeks? I mean, any removal is okay, right? You just got to overwhelm them. Alright, this is a dart attack. Probably not a flashback. This is just for damage. So what's their last card? I kind of just want to play Bone Man. I feel like they have some sort of counterspell here, so I'm just gonna play a guy that blocks. We're gonna play for the longer game, and then assume they have Spell Pierce, and then the moment they tap out, we just go for Outburst. Or maybe once we draw a blue card, we can go for it. Definitely gonna block the Swiss Spear. Let's see if they do anything else. The bolts, okay. Alright, well now we'll just probably get fucked up here. They're probably gonna dart. The Bone Man doesn't do much anymore. I guess I could have gone Stomp plus on this and made them sack dart. But maybe they don't have another spell, and I can Dead Gone in response to something. If they can't make this a 4, I can still Stomp plus Dead. And I can also Gone it, which is why I wanted to save it. Alright, well, this sucks. Third face is fine. I don't think I can kill this. I think I just wait another turn, hope that it doesn't get off. Because I think I have to gone this. Maybe. So we're going to take 4 down to 5. No cards in hand, nothing in graveyard. Alright, now we have to think. So if they brick, the Sprite Dragon's not lethal. If I dead gone the Dragon's Rage Channeler, attack for 8. If they fetch, they die to Stomp, but they might just not fetch. They could also just block with Swiss Spear. Do Force of Negation. So now we can go Gone plus Stomp. Maybe we Stomp now? If we Stomp DRC now, we can just Gone the Sprite Dragon inside combat, and then Swiss Spear has to be lethal on its own, but that's unlikely. Alright, I'm going to attack with 2 Rhinos and see if they pop this. They probably won't block, and they probably won't crack fetch. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to figure out what's best to not tip my hand. Alright, so they do block. Smart block. 2, 3. Alright, we'll just let damage happen. I'm gonna bounce that on upkeep, I guess, and then stomp it on the way back. Bad block, though. I think they're just all in on this and hoping that it'll get there. But we're gonna upkeep bounce this, and I think the game's over. Oh, I might have fucked up, chat. I shouldn't have waited till upkeep. I gave him a chance to draw the Spell Pierce. I should have waited. I should have just done it on my own turn. No reason not to do it on my own turn. Hey, we won a match. That's 1 match, chat. That's more matches than I won the last 2 times I played on stream. What? Burn face? Why would I burn face? They were at so high of a life total. Oh my god. They were at such a high life total, chat. Uh-oh. I gotta go do this thing. Be right back. Apologies, chat. I'm back. Time to eat lunch. Sorry for if you're just showing up to chat. We played one match, but it's lunchtime. I'm gonna eat. You gotta eat, chat. That's what I've learned in this life. You gotta eat. Everything's in the way. Simic, thanks for 10 bits. I did win. It was great. Had you no idea? What's up, Walsh? Yo, your food was looking cracked. Yeah. You gotta get that shit out, bro. Wow. Real talk, Chad. Have you ever had uni on a sushi rice? There was a place in California I used to go to. They had all you can eat sushi. It was only like $22, and they did like you could get like scallop roll, and you could do sea urchin, and they had, but some of them were special where you could only get like one or two pieces, and the uni was one where you can only get one piece, and I got it every time, and it was fucking insane. And I don't know how to explain it other than it's like fish and butter had a baby, and uni is that. Yeah. We're eating lunch, Rocket. Give me a break. It's also like cheat code. Yo, Young Dingo, thanks for the raid. Yo, we're just eating lunch right now. We're just watching a Google vid while I eat lunch, and then after that, we're gonna be playing some more Modern. 1-0 in the league right now with Temur Rhinos, so don't go nowhere. Thanks for the 106 person raid. I appreciate you. Ailey says, damn, I don't think I've had uni before. How would you compare it to eel if you've had that? I have had eel quite a bit. Eel is like well, it's very chewy. Uni is just melts. Uni is like if you take a sponge and you soak it in butter and then you cook it. It's like that. Like it's so fucking weird. It's like it's silky, it's smooth, and it's extremely edible. You know, it's easy to eat. It's like they were born to be eaten. Savory or earthy? I don't know. It's umami. It's an umami bomb. A lot of fish. Fish is like the umami part of cooking. It's hard to explain umami. What are you chiefing up today? Wagyu, porterhouse, topped with uni. Mm. Yeah, Guga does it right with the steak, man. Hard sear, cooking with indirect heat. Now look at me, he's gonna top it with uni. Gonna make like little steak sushis. It does look like a tongue. Honestly, it might be like structurally similar to a tongue. If you've ever had lingua, you know, honestly, uni and lingua similar texture. Although the a beef tongue is like very like it's almost squishy when you eat it. I can't describe it other than when you bite uni, it disappears. It just falls apart. It's very melty. Hot dog delicious? Yeah, lingua's great. Lingua tacos are awesome. Where's my man? Where's my man Angel? Angel don't like seafood, I think. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you know how when you have you ever had a piece of food that was so cooked that you could press your thumb into it and it kind of disintegrated? Uni is like that after you cook it. None, right? Like you could just press like if you squished uni, it would it disintegrates. It's like it's very similar to the texture of butter. I haven't Turnpike. We haven't watched too much of the chef show. Maybe Michael. I don't know. Like I liked it a lot. You know, relaxing. It is pleasant. That's what I'm saying. Some things are just very easy to eat, and uni is something that's very easy to eat. You know, like if you've ever had just like a nice soft piece of bread with a little thing of butter, like you know, room temperature butter on it, not a hard crust, right? It's easy to eat, but the flavor is out of control too. You know, just pick it up with your fucking fingers, bro. Mm, mm. Dude, Guga's going in. He looked like a raccoon caught in a garbage can. Yeah. I'll say this though, Wagyu, similar mouthfeel where like it just kind of comes apart very easily because of how the intramuscular fat caramelizes and or renders. And the structure of the beef is so weak that it just breaks down as you eat it very easily. Um, Pairing these two together almost feels like a cardinal sin because they both kind of operate in your mouth in the same way. Now, you could argue that the bite that has uni and wagyu in it just has two. It's like a super. A, they're both super rich. B, they're both super like fatty and creamy. And so eating them both together, I feel like is just cheating, right? You're just maxing out the same flavor centers and the same texture centers in your mouth. So I don't actually think that they actually add that much to each other. They're both individually extremely creamy and good. You need this in your life now? Look, find you a good sushi place. See if they have uni. Nice. Is he gonna dry use the uni too? I know you can dry age fish, but I wasn't sure if that's what they were implying. All right, I'm almost done with lunch, so we'll just go ahead and play some more Magic. Welcome, welcome to the show. I'm Dandy. Today we're playing some Modern. First time I played Modern in a minute. We're playing Temur Rhinos. Exclamation point Deck or Decklist in chat if you want a link to the list. You can dry age anything? Yeah. It's just controlled rot. You just kind of rot the outside of the thing in a very strategic way so that it concentrates all the flavors in the center, and then you shear off the dead stuff on the outside. Can I possibly keep this hand? I guess so. Guess I'll go Stomping Ground, Suspend, and then start holding up some Gons. Controlled Decomposition, yeah. What'd I say? Right, but that's what it is. I don't care about putting people off. I care about people understanding what I'm saying. Decomposition's a dumb word because it's big. All right, do we ice anything if they let us? Maybe. Hopefully they fetch. I'm gonna upkeep ice now for sure. Ketria Triome, Bloodstained Mire, interesting. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. Drew the land. Looks like we're maybe playing a mirror, and we're gonna get to go first. We also have one coming on backup and multiple dead guns to bounce. For a second, I didn't realize this was an island, and I was gonna lose my mind because the Boseiju went left. Normally, they did something a while back where the lands don't always like populate on the furthest right anymore. All right, so they had Ketria Triome Mountain. What do you think they are, Chad? I think they're creativity. I think we Magus to the Moon them. What do you think? What do you think, chat? It is a big word. It's a big dumb word. Decomposition. Decomposition also should throw people off. That's a disgusting word. Ice is so busted. It's very good, Michael. I'm very glad that it was put into the format. Could be mirror, but they fetched mountain and they conceded. They had Bloodstained Mire and they conceded, right? If they were the mirror, there's no way they concede because they could just draw into their thing. They're fetching Basic Mountain. They didn't fetch Basic Mountain. They drew Basic Mountain. But if their creativity, the mountain's good. The subtlety's trash, I think. I just think that I think that their creativity, and we can shut off their lands. Powers back your house. Look, Y'all never texted me to let me know that you were out of power. I saw in the group chat today that you didn't have internet. How long have you been without power? Y'all could have come over. Y'all could have come over here. Two and a half hours? Oh, okay. I thought it was like yesterday's storm. What happened to the power? I don't know. It's not even raining today. All right, we're gonna keep this hand. Yeah, what's up, Burnt? Also, what's up, P Sully? How you doing today, baby? Okay. I know the other day there was a big lightning strike and some shit like exploded. Oh, I don't like drawing that. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch Stomping Ground again. We're gonna suspend the Footfalls. We do have a Brazen Borrower, which can potentially stop a creativity for one. And the Magus of the Moon, which can stop the lands. So they can't creativity next turn. Should we suspend again? I think so. Although, I guess Magus doesn't even let stop their creativity. If they already do this shit. Maybe this is bad. Fable? Okay. Should I just not plan on casting the... I'm just not going to cast the Magus, I think. I'm going to kill this. And then go for Brazen Bar on whatever. I don't want them to get an extra mana here. Now, I do want them to go for it this turn, thinking that they're safe. They'll probably target Clue Token, and then we can just get them with the Borrower. Hopefully. This isn't Pioneer, you're right. We're playing a different format. It's called Modern. More cards are legal, more decks are legal. It's pretty fun, sometimes. Maybe they just don't have it. Okay. All right, well, if they attack, we're just gonna go into Outburst mode. Hope they don't have remands. Force of Negation. Force of Negation. Ah. Do I care about Ren and 6? Not really. Don't plan on playing that long of a game. Alright, so if I go for Shardless, that lets them just creativity. If they have it. But they didn't go for it last turn. So I'm not sure that they actually have it. And if they do have it, they can do it for X equals 2. So if they just target 2 Clue tokens, we can't do much. We can go kill the Goblin Shaman. We can ice something. I think the play is actually probably just Shardless for another Footfalls and hope that they miss. Otherwise, I don't think we can kill them next turn through the crabs. I think that this is the play. These are dead cards. I should have probably mulliganed. I also think I'm going to cut Magus to the moon, although it's probably better on the play. They're going to crack a clue. I think they don't have it yet, so I'm just hoping that they don't draw it, because they could have gone for it last turn. Yeah, they're cracking a clue. That makes sense. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Turkus. All right, they main phase crack a clue. That's great news for me. That means that they can only creativity for 1. And I don't even know what 1 card gets them out of it. All right, nice. 2-0. Temur Rhinos cracked. Does anyone know what the usual hits are for the opponents? I don't, actually. Archon of Cruelty, Emrakul, or Sarah's Ascendant or something, whatever it's called. Archon version also plays all mountains for Dormamine. Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Archon standard at the moment. I think it's just a million things. I let myself eat 1 bite for every match I win today. Sarah's Emissary, that's the one. Well, Ross played Emrakul Sarah's, and then he sideboarded into second Sarah's and sided out Emrakul in some matchups. I think the version that plays Archon is gas, though. This was also months ago, so yeah, months ago. It's different now. I was just trying to think of a way we lose, and I don't know that any 1 card did it. So I don't think we keep this hand. Could easily be a dud. They're on 6. They reveal Yorion. Okay, so what Yorion decks are in the format, chat? What's the Yorion deck in this format? Is it just elementals always? Yeah, it's just always Omnath. So small. This hand's much better. I'm gonna put back Fury. I don't think Fury's gonna do a lot. Force at least can stop Ren Instincts or whatever. Could be Yorion D&T. Could be. You mulligan really well? Oh, the deck, yeah. I thought you were talking about me specifically. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I do mulligan really well. That makes me feel good about myself. Hallowed Fountain. What does this mean, chat? Slight chance it's 4-color Rhinos or Yorion Blue-White Sun Titan. Well, it could be Blue-White Sun Titan. Looks like band control, yeah. Ice Fang. I think I stomped this, right? Stomp this with the shields down. Yo, Amiibo! Amiibo, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you. Were you playing Valo today? I mean, don't all 4-color control decks play 1 Hallowed Fountain? So, like, it could still just be elementals or whatever. Alright, we're definitely going to force if this is Rin. I think we're just going to get grinded out, though. But hopefully this keeps them off of lands. Well, it wasn't a fetch pattern, right? It was Forest Headquarters into Hallowed Fountain untapped. And then they fetched for Stomping Ground. There was no pattern. It was just lands drawn. And they probably didn't have red in their opener. Renin 1 is just a normal tree, though, empty. Because he doesn't know how to control the tree yet. Yeah, just Ren and none. Just Ren. Only Rens. Alright, here comes Omnath. Worst day of my life. Oh, wow, nice. No Ren. Or no Omnath. Is Dried Arbor Ren and none? Maybe. Should I be worried about Azor or what actual counterspell, I guess? Yeah. Should have played around actual counterspell. Now I'm dead. Probably. I know some versions are playing Verdict now. I was trying to play around Verdict, but I should play around Counterspell, I think. Yeah, one day we'll get to Ren in 69, don't worry. One of these days. Alright, well, we're gonna cast our Crashing Footfalls and see what happens. Probably gonna get countered. I should have done it in response to the second Abundant Growth for sure. I didn't get countered. That's good news for me. Now the question is, I'm gonna attack for 8. If one of them dies, this might be a Solitude Pitch instance. I guess I suspend this. Let's attack first. I'm gonna play Bone Man. Say go and hope we don't get verdicted. I know some versions are playing 2 Verdict now, and I really hope they don't have it. Ren is maybe a Dry Arbor that got a Spark? No, don't wrath me, bro. Come on. My gut was right, but I don't know how I'm supposed to play around it. That's kind of the catch-22. Alright, you win. I quit. And to save my time, we don't want the Furies. We don't want the Dead Gons. I do want Mystical Disputes, and I do want Magus of the Moon. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I think, well, I saw some people tweeting about it yesterday, Optimus. I think it was Jarvis. Jarvis streams a bunch and plays a bunch, and people take his opinions very seriously. And someone won a RCQ with his list with 2 Verdict main, and there was some traction on it yesterday. Why Magus over the Blood Moon? Because we copy-pasted. And because Amulet Titan often plays like Nature's Claims or whatever, but not Dismembers. Also, Boseiju. That's a good point. I just copy pasted. I don't know. This is my first. This is my first go with Temur Rhino. My first go with Modern in a minute. So yeah, Disenchants and Boseiju's is the big deal. Well, I think with Boseiju being a big deal now in a lot of the land-based decks, Magus has probably just gotten a huge upswing in playability. Yeah, any disenchant. You don't got to name every one. Just say any disenchant. All right, we'll be on the play. We're gonna win this game easily. Easily, chat. Do I keep this hand? I don't think so, right? I think I'm mulligan. I mean, we have 3 lands in Shardless Agent, though. Yeah, let's keep it. Whatever. Bonus on 6. Is anyone good at making thumbnails? Could someone make me a thumbnail for this deck? Free of charge? Question. No, not human was Janini. Jesus Christ. My editor is going on vacation this week, and I got to post some videos on my own on my YouTube, but I don't know how to make. I don't know how to use Photoshop. Let's be honest, not really. And I just need a thumbnail for the Temur Rhinos deck. What are you looking for as far as the thumbnail goes? Just like, you know, 2 or 3 cards with this deck. Do I have any out to this other than Brazen Borrower? That sucks. Prismari, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go for a Magus. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like they have a counterspell too, though. You're right. Like, just going for this right now seems awkward. It doesn't even affect that, bro. Chill out. They have lightning bolts. What red card do they have? You have lightning bolt in your deck. What are you doing? Like, never see bolt in these decks. What the fuck? Yeah, me with a shock Pikachu face. So I'm gonna shatter, make a treasure, and then go double shardless, I think. I mean, clickbait comedy is also fine, right? All right, so let's go destroy and create. We still have Otawara to bounce it to double Shardless Agent the turn after, so assuming this gets countered. Wish you could play Value Shardless Agents in Modern. Me too. I wish that they would just ban every card that has Suspend and has no casting cost. I honestly hate the gameplay on those. And I love the gameplay on Shardless Agent. Just cascade into a 2 or 3, like a 1 or a 2 drop. Wow. Owned. Still get a treasure at least. Fuck Veil Summer, man. Fuck that card. Yeah, Charlotte's Bug Old Legacy was great. Todd with ooh eyes staring at a pair of rhinos. Perfect thumbnail. Yeah, something like that would be great. All right, let's bounce this, and then we'll go for a double shardless. Veil a bummer? Yeah, it's a big old bummer. Then Charlotte's Bug still playing Central Vision, though. Yeah. You can ban that one, too. I don't care. That was, like, something you could hit off of, like, Brainstorm, but it wasn't, like, the focal point. Shardless Agent as a value card with Brainstorm was a focal point. All right, let's see if they counter this. If they counter this, then we'll go for another. If they don't, we'll consider going for another and think about it. This is putting 10 power into play against a potential verdict. We have ice. We can ice down their abundant growth land. Maybe keep them off a verdict for a turn. And then maybe burn them out. Should I just go for another? So we know they have Chalice. The question is, what's the rest of their hand? Is it all Solitudes and shit? I mean, this is probably just verdict bait, but if I don't go for it, then it's going to be dead, right? It's going to be a dead card against the Chalice anyway, so they've bottlenecked me into having to go for it and hoping they don't have one of their 2 verdicts in their 80 cards. But they almost certainly do. You know? We'll see, though. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Well, that's good news for me. That means it's probably not Verdict. Or they have Verdict and they have... Do they really have Veil backup? Holy shit. That sucks. I mean, what am I supposed to do? They even drew the land. You know? They still... Oh, they wouldn't have had a second white, I guess. I'm just going to concede, I think. I want to concede pretty bad. Not going to lie. They always have it? I mean... I honestly despise 4-color. I despise it. I think that they have created a situation where you can play 4 colors without any drawback. And I think that when you do that, you need to ban a bunch of stuff. It's just, you should have punishments for playing more than 2 colors, right? And 4-color just has no punishments. It's actually easier to play 4 colors than 3 colors, I think. Yeah, exactly, Ruler. It's also just extremely expensive because it's all Modern Horizons 2 cards, right? It's like Omnath, Modern Horizons 2 cards. And then like 10 of the most expensive other cards ever printed. What's on Todd's Dream Ban list? I don't have a good Dream Ban list for Modern yet. I haven't played it enough in the last couple months. I've been focusing on Pioneer mostly. I would like to see Expressive Iteration go. I'd like to see Renin 6 go. I would like to probably ban Yorion and maybe even Omnath. I think like it's not that Omnath is like so dominant in the format that it's too good and shouldn't exist. It's just that it never should have existed in the first place, you know? Think EI is good for Modern? I mean, you probably casted it a lot, right? I mean, it's very obviously fucked up. Like, it's super fucked up in every format. I don't understand why people want it around. It just creates these mid games where you just are, you always have perfect turns, perfect mana usage. So gross. Just change the rules of Cascade to require a CMC of 1 or more. No. I don't even know if the Cascade decks are bannable. I just wish I could play Shardless in a value deck is all. I don't think it's like busted or anything. I don't want to fetch a mountain, so I'm going to go Stomping Ground and then fetch Island probably. We are going to suspend on 1. You do think decks should lose Yorin and force the mana base to be built much better, and it cuts into the fetches they can run, so more relying on Renin 6 to be consistent. I mean, some of the versions don't even play Ephemerate, man. Like, the problem is that it's just 4-color mash of shit. Right? There's very little rhyme or reason. It's literally just all the best cards in 4 colors, and sometimes they're leaning Elemental, sometimes they're leaning Control, sometimes they're leaning counter spells, whatever, you know? I'm gonna ice you. Hey there, ice you. Go ice yourself. Yeah, some versions are even playing Traversal Ulvenwald now. Like, it's silly. It's so silly. Well, like I said, Reed, I haven't played the format enough. I'm just saying the cards that I think are too good. Modern Horizons kind of ruined everything. And when I say ruin, I mean that very loosely. Modern Horizons changed how Modern worked. And I think that overall it was net negative. What do they play this turn? A tapped breeding pool? So what are they doing? I think I'm just going to cycle Ketria. Well, this is 100% getting pitched to Force of Negation. I say 100%, but like very likely. I mean, Omnath is not really a big problem. Omnath is just a stupid card that shouldn't exist. Like, it's just dumb. The fact that it exists is dumb. Got a lot of forces, chat. All right, gone on one. That's fine. I don't care about 1/4 and removal. I care about 2-for-1s. So if they go for a counterspell or Crashing Footfalls, we'll fight. But otherwise, I think I'm cool just trading 1-for-1s. Because we have the Borrower, we have Fury, we got forces for days. For a second, I was making sure I didn't forget double red. 7 cards in hand. I mean, I guess so, Reed, but then you get just like deck soup, where the decks all lose their identity because their identity is all cards that are extremely powerful or whatever. It's just kind of dumb. Yes, me. Is all. All right, let's attack. I'm just gonna say go. Yep. So this one's gonna resolve. We're gonna fetch mountain. We're gonna Brazen Borrower one of them. Yeah, mountain. Gonna petty theft one, and then we're gonna Force of Negation, pitching Prismari Command to counter this one, hopefully. And then next turn we'll Fury. Maybe we should hold on to a Prismari, actually. Since we can't force again, I think I have to, actually. That way we can pitch one and cast one in case... If we lost the fight there, we might have had to double Fury to catch back up. And we might need a double Fury anyway. One to kill Bone Man and one to kill Rhino. Okay, so we're going to take 5. And then, yeah, so we are losing, but we're not dead. We're at 4. So by keeping the Prismari, we allow our Fury to unlock, whereas our Force Negation was just going to be dead. So here comes the Bone Man. All right, so let's go cast Fury. Okay, go 1. We'll pitch Fury, pitch Prismari, hold on to Ice for next turn. We'll just say go. Candy, I committed a war crime, made you a thumbnail that will definitely make you snort laughing before you ban me or link safe. Thanks for asking. You may post a link, Norwegian. Appreciate the question. Now, that is not always the case, but you must ask permission first. Once permission is granted, you shall have it. All right, let's petty theft this thing, see what happens. They've gone through, what, multiple violent outbursts, a crashing. Oh, they got another force. Okay. Let's see if they do some trading. Since we have the ice, I think we can afford to do this, because this is threatening lethal, so they need at least one trade. We're at 4, so we have to let this happen. All right, well, I guess I have to ice Bone Man and hope I don't die to a shock. No Bone Man. Damn it. Wonder what happens if I just say go. Maybe if I ice the 4/4 and attack first, then I die. I don't know. That doesn't matter. That sucks. Do I board in Mystical Dispute in this matchup? Or Magus? I feel like all the dead gons are good. Prismari Command feels lackluster. Subtlety is meh. Probably just these. And we just use these to fight over Force of Negation and Brazen Borrower. These three come out for sure. What's the other cuts? An ice? I feel like ice is really good in the early turns for just keeping them off of 3 mana. Alright, here's a thumbnail. Honestly though, that's not a bad one. I'm definitely just gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal it and I'm not even gonna give you credit for it. Thank you so much. Cut Bonecrusher, that's what I'm thinking as well. Do we keep Prismari just because it can be hardcast? Or double pitched? Yeah, whatever. You need sub to fight their fury? I think Subtlety is okay. It's just so wonky sometimes. Maybe I should keep it over the Prismari, though. Alright, we have a very defensive hand here. But we can kind of disguise it by just, like, holding up 3 mana on turn 3, and them thinking we have Outburst, and so they might just, like, Shardless and walk into Dispute on the Crash. Definitely need the video intro. My thumbnail guy was on vacation, so we outsourced this to Twitch chat. Yeah. My editor, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy paste from stream into a VOD into a YouTube video, and I just need a thumbnail to go in front of it, and that's perfect. Perfect. All right, do we ice the Mystical Dispute so they don't draw a card? Or do we, sorry, Mystical Dispute to ice? I think no. I think we just let it happen. Violent Outburst and Shardless Agent with Rhinos are as the big BG image, but what about third card image do you want? I don't know, Joey. I'm not good at this stuff, honestly. Do I just say go? I think I just say go. If they go EOT, we can do some fighting. Alright, let's dispute. I'm gonna fetch a forest. I don't want to take too much damage from my lands. If they go Force of Negation. Okay. Now we have Forest, pitch Shardless, cast Dispute if we need. We can also just force pitch Dispute. Alright, fetch Mountain. Gonna play Shardless, and then suspend Footfalls and have Dispute backup. If they go for Force of Negation here on hardcast, we dispute. They pitched. Immediately pitched as well. Don't do it again. Don't EOT outburst me, bro. Come on, man. What a fucking perfect draw, you know? Perfect draws. So crazy. I know, man. It's so fucking nuts. Can beat like everything except double outburst. Beat everything except double outburst, double force of negation. Or was it just single force of negation? I think we go block plus dead gone. Yeah, and we just draw another land. Very fun and cool. We'll play the land so we can double counterspell, I guess. Another one. Well, my friend, you definitely should have main phase that one while I was tapped out, huh? Guess we just dispute this now. Without outburst, Cascade decks are unplayable? I don't know about that. We need something to deal with this Rhino right now, though. Well, they had it all, but so did we. Oh, they don't even have any more Crashing Footfalls. That's funny. Alright, we need to draw something. Something. It's okay, I guess. I'm gonna ice the Rhino. Don't love that. Alright, come on, dealer. Dealer or no dealer? That sucked. I can never win these matchups. I can never win the mirrors. I don't know why. I feel like my opponents play better than me. My internet dead? Is Twitter dead or is my internet dead? Can anybody hear me? Twitter's having issues. Okay. Bye, Twitter. All right, what do we do here? Seems like a keep. We just go Ice Ice Baby. I don't think I hold up Dead Gone on one. Although maybe I do, and just if nothing happens, I just fetch Ketria. That way I can have all my colors, double blue, etc. But this just allows me to Dead Gone if I need. Nice. All right, so we'll just get Stomping. I think we ice here. Just to cycle through. Land would be dope. Bop. I don't think we Fury just a bird. I think I'll chill. Wallow Roots. Strangle Roots. Young Woof. Alright, let's attack with everybody and just completely fuck them up if they decide to do some blocks. Alright, so let's go stomp this. Or maybe just Fury these two. I'm gonna ice the Blooming Marsh. Going 1, 2, 3 in a Cascade deck seems unfair. Yeah, I agree. Gonna bounce Strangleroot. Easy. Great draw, great draw. Do we want Leyline? And or Magus of the Moon? I don't think it's good to Magus of the Moon people with Birds of Paradise in their deck. Leyline seems okay, although our creature removal is great. I honestly think maybe no changes. The Leyline stops their combo, but stopping their combo doesn't always like win you the game, you know? Like you really need to hammer their early mana producers. Leyline is more for like the all-in graveyard decks, I think. Dredge and those types of decks. If I had some like light graveyard interaction, no, I know I can't play surgical, but like if I had like a surgical S card that could stop the creatures from coming back, I might. If we don't have the Leyline opening hand, it's just a horrible draw. Cut Force, almost a dead card. Oh, okay, I guess that's fair. Maybe we just bring in these because they're dead otherwise. That's fine. Magus seems great. Again, I don't think you want to Magus people who are a lot of basics and birds. They fetch Force a bunch, you know. They for sure want Board Liberator? Probably not. We'll keep this. They mulligan. I think I'm going to try to save Subtlety for just... What's his face? You don't want Leyline, but you want it more than you want Force. That's fair. I'm definitely not going to mulligan for it, though, so I don't know if I actually want it. 12 Roots. I think I want to stop this. I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to hope they don't have Quarter Calling. I'm going to stomp the bird, I think. Just try to keep him off a cord for 4 if I can. Nice draw. So I guess we can just ice him out. You can also just cast Leyline next turn because of the Urborg. Should have tapped one of these. Oh, they have Cord as well for 3. Did they put him on bottom? So they did put it on top. So what are they going to go get for 2? I'm very scared. Because they're shuffling away their guy. So they're just going mono beatdown. We'll go to 11. That's fine. Urborg doing work for us. It's allowing us to not take a ton of damage, which I like. If they have another chord, god damn it. How did... They just literally have 2 draws to find chord or an Urza. Or not Urza. Yawgmoth. They found it. There you win. This is dumb. Alright, I don't want these ley lines, I don't think. I think they're kind of dog shit. At least with force, I can maybe force their chord. They might do it in a weird spots. Let me force something. If only that Leyline was forced, yeah, no shit. I'm gonna keep this one. This hand's very good. Rockstar, thanks for 4 months. Appreciate you. Welcome back to the Todd Squad. Let's get some sub brass in chat for Rockstar. Appreciate you, friend. If you got a Prime sub available, and make sure to throw it your favorite streamer's way. Appreciate it if you threw it my way. I know you have swaps. What you want me to cast Leyline there? You want me to just go ahead and cast Leyline of the Void? That's something you want me to do? They have to take ice, I think. They already had their fucking combo. They were going to draw 8 cards and kill my board, you know? Maybe 9 or 10. It took Shardless. Okay. Like, baby, we already have a Violent Outburst, you know? Let's get Islands. Maybe a second Thoughtseize. I was thinking the same thing and hoping they didn't have another black. Nice, they don't. Alright. We'll go EOT Violent. Do I also just force this? I don't want to. Because they're probably taking Fury, but now I just have Fury. And Stomp. Easy. Alright. Well, let's go over the deck. Let's talk about the strengths and weaknesses of it. We'll probably play another league. That league was pretty fun, though. So, right now, I think the weakness is the sideboard. I didn't feel like I sideboarded much in any matchup. But I think that a lot of that is due to the very polarizing nature of the deck, where your main deck is very interactive with just a few cards that cascade into Footfalls, whereas your sideboard is like helping you against extremely specific and linear strategies. You know, Mystical Dispute, great for fighting other blue decks. Leyline, awesome at fighting heavy graveyard decks, but not great against decks that have a light graveyard touch. Max to the Moon, you know, obviously can shut some stuff down, but at 3 mana, it's kind of wonky sometimes. And then Force of Vigor, obviously a disenchant effect. So, like, you want it against, like, Affinity style decks and whatnot. The main decks seem pretty good. You can maybe trim a Borrower. You can maybe trim the Prismari Command. The Dead Gones are okay. It just gives you something to do on 1 mana that you might not normally have. Like, your opponent goes Terminal Goblin Guide and you're on the draw, and you have a Dead Gone, you're feeling pretty good about it, right? Never trim Borrower, that's fair. You've been digging 4-color Rhinos without Yorion a lot. I think, how many Cascaders do you play in that? Do you play 10 or 12? ADH says, how do you feel about playing main deck Endurance? I don't like main deck Endurance, but I think I'm going to play Endurance in the sideboard over Leyline. It just seems like a better card for the deck because we can pitch it easily, and we can just cast it. Let me go to Mana Traders and just get some. These Leylines are just dog shit. 100 tickets. Holy shits. Endurance is 100 tickets, chat. A sideboard card costs 100 tickets. What deck's next? This one again, I guess. I guess we can play a different deck. Let's cancel. What do y'all want to play next? We can just play a different deck. I'm not locked into this. If y'all are having fun, you know, we can just keep on keeping on, try a different deck. Assault Loam, Hammer, Yogg, Grixis Death Shadow. You want to see more Rhinos? All right, F in chat if you want more Rhinos. How about that? Evan chat if you want another Rhino League. Micah, endurance is $100 on Magic Online. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior 3-2 Boomer John? I have. Now, I'm not sure if it's only $100 on Magic Online, or if it's every other, or if it's 100 in real life as well. No, I can get them for Mana Traders. Will they're just? I just was surprised how expensive they were. All right, chat. Well, this seems like a perfect time to do Dono deck. So if anyone wants to do a Dono deck for $30, $30, and I'll play your deck through League. It can be Modern or Pioneer. I'll let you decide. Endurance is like 30 or 40 IRL. Okay. Anywho. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to run Rhinos back. Well, Magic Online trends usually set the pace for IRL. They're just a more concentrated version of the trends. So I would expect Endurance to keep going up. One more Bant Humans. Well, we got 0-2'd yesterday, Panic. Got clapped. Also, wrong format. Although I wouldn't mind playing a little Humans with some Ether Vial. That sounds fun. I think maybe you're just outclassed now, though, huh? Are there any fucked up humans I could play? You love Fury in this list? Yeah, me too. Fury's fucked up. Simic sending money, stand by. Okay. Simic is sending me 30 bones. Alright, we're going to play Simic's deck, so I'm going to go ahead and give this deck back to Mana Traders. We'll do us a Dono deck from Simic. Tandy, to answer your earlier question, I'm on 11 Cascaders on 4 color, 4 Shardless, Outburst, 3 Plea. Gotcha. Simic with a 30 bomb. Stock Blue-White Hammer it is. Now, here's the real question. With or without... what you calls it? The reality chip. With or without the reality chip? With chip. Alright. So we're going to be playing some Blue-White Hammer in a second. Let me change the title. Alright, I'm going to send you a link, Simic, and you tell me if this is good. See you later, Hal. Have a good day, buddy. If you don't want chip, at Jason Daddy, send him $40. Oh, that's fair. Look, that's why I asked, okay? Is this blacksmith skill any good? What does this even do? I need to know if this list is good. It's 5-0. It's got a reality chip. It's the first one I found with a reality chip. Let me compare with my list. Why don't you just send me your list, bro? I'll just play your list. It's a Dono deck. I have no frame of reference for stock. Alright, Dinosaur says blacksmith skill is very good.